And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. Got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Sacramento, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Prophet is out there with Fox, and it's Holmes in its center. And for Charlotte, Sabonis is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Batum, then there's Brown, and it's Rozier in at the 1 spot.
And you look at where the Kings are now as an organization. Did a great job rebuilding with the Cousins trade.
Well, many fans thought it was a bad deal in terms of talent, but there was so much tumult around that locker room with DeMarcus Cousins. It sort of cleared the deck for them to get themselves younger players, hungry to play and hungry to develop. Now Buddy Hield, a huge part of this team's future, along with De'Aaron Fox and possibly Marvin Bagley.
Now here's Rozier. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Sabonis inside, guarded by Holmes. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep... Pass to Holmes. The feed to Barnes. Yep, that one goes.
Now, Barnes can be hard to contain sometimes around the rim. He can create just enough space to be effective.
Batum scanning the floor. Now the pass to Rozier. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Fox passes to Barnes. No good that time. Great D that time for Batum. We play just over a minute here in the first. O'Neal misses. And it's Sacramento's ball. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Against Barnes. It's good. Barnes has got his second bucket.
Attacking is one thing, Kevin, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
Rozier against Fox. Passes it to Sabonis. Now here's O'Neal. Six to shoot. Pass to Brown. Launches a three. A second chance effort. And O'Neal finishes inside.
And the lid's off. Now they're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Fox looking it over. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot. Outside, Batum. Rozier against Fox. And Batum kicks to Rozier. From downtown. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field.
He's got it galloping, the fast break chance. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's the Prophet, defended by Batum. Back to Bagley. Five on the clock. Rozier against Fox. Over Rozier. Fox, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Charlotte, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Charlotte no good that time either. Looking at the last game for Sacramento, it was a win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena. Here's Fox. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley, if De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
Hornets trail by 4. Now, here's Rozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Sabonis. There's the dish to O'Neal. Brown against Fox. Brown the pass to Rozier. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Fox. Lobbed up there for Barnes, and it's Barnes slapping it down.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Rozier with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to O'Neal. Tries from 16. Fox against Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Fox. No good off the back of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The pass to the Prophet. Left block shot on the way. Doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Feeds it to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. Here's the Prophet. Against Miami, he was really on his game. He hits it from 9.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Hornets trail by 3. Here's Batum. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. The Kings have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Now Fox. it to the Prophet. Outside for Bagley. A three-pointer, no good. Charlotte's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Batum. The kick out to Rozier. Kept alive, O'Neal. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's the Prophet. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Charlotte trailing. To the wing on the left. Doubled by Fox. On the wing, Batum. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Off.
Here's the Prophet. Sweet little floater. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Rozier. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being...
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The Prophet's got his 5th rebound in this one. O'Neal is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Brown. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. And here is Fox. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's Brown on the wing. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Rozier with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He feeds it to O'Neal. Outside, Batum. Clock at 6. There's Brown with the 3. Bagley with the rebound.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Back to Fox. The ball movement here by the Kings. Bielitsa. Here's Holmes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Barnes, who's checked in for Sacramento. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Pass to Brown. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Heat. And Brown pulls it down hard.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
The Prophet drills the three-pointer. The Prophet's got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rozier looking around. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game. Platoon passes to O'Neal. The feed now to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Fox passes to Holmes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Rozier. To the middle. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside, Fox. Beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Brown. Hornets trail by 9. Here's O'Neal. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The Prophet's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nine feet out. The kick out to Fox. Six on the shot clock. Offline with his 3.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Fox. Brown against Fox. Brown outside. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Here's Sabonis. A shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and with
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question. Trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's true.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor.
Exactly.
And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin, but in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And he sinks the second. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super team?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there?
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay, I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play. And more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Outside, Fox. There's the pass to the Prophet. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
So it's the Hornets now, down by 15. Now Rozier. Lets it go from 11. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 8 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Out left to the wing. Here's O'Neal. Sabonis trying to get open. O'Neal misses. Kings leading now by 17. Here's Fox. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Sacramento's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. Here's the Prophet, defended by Batum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The first free throw is good. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Sabonis. Miles Bridges comes in for Brown. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Terry Rozier. And a change for the Kings. Bogdanovich is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Hornets trail by 20. Doubled by Fox. Down low, here's Craig. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Fox. Napier covering. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Fox. Drills the baseline jumper. Fox has got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
Napier passes to Bridges. 1:53 left in the first half. Knocks it loose. Wound up there for Bogdanovich. Here's Craig. He's got 6. Pass to Zeller. Now, here's Bridges. Out to the right wing, and a wide open look for Zeller. Off target with the open look.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's the Prophet. They get the rebound. Holmes. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges leading the charge. Bucket is good. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Here's the Prophet. O'Neal. Napier's got 3 assists tonight.
And just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Puts up a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. What'd you think about Sacramento, Ken?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with the lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is over.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Sacramento with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. On the court right now for the Kings, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox is out there with the Prophet, and it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And here is Rozier. Passes it to O'Neal. Outside for Batum. Plenty of space. That shot is off. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's the Prophet. Over to the left wing. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 16. Batum passes the Prophet. And it's blocked. Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the lane. O'Neal's got 6. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg. Into his bag of tricks there. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Batum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one. Kings leading now by 14. Batum with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Jumps up. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The Prophet passes to Barnes. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Right side, Batum. Fox against Rozier. O'Neal. Bagley with the block.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Rozier. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Fox gets it to go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Rozier with the ball. Feeds to Batum. Goes up to the stripe. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Kings. In third, the Hornets.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
Pass to Rozier. Doubled by Fox. Rozier the pass to Batum. Rebound by the Kings. The Prophet's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Fox. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He gets it in there. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. He's checked in for the Hornets. Barnes outside. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 11 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Bogdanovich against Bridges to the left side wing. Here's the Prophet. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's now 30 points for the Prophet.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Craig. He dishes it to Bridges. And the pass to Napier. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fader. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Parker.
Rashawn Holmes.
Now here's Napier. Defense is right there. Kicks to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Barnes.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Harrison Barnes out there looking to involve his teammates on that play.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. There's a minute left in the third. Passes to Bridges. They need this. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. And the shot is good. He's got 5.
Now Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Now here's Napier. Guarded by Fox. In the corner, it's Bridges. Good. It's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 6th assist on the night.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Charlotte has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Craig kicks to Bridges. Out to the wing. Wide open look. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's 15 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
So it's Sacramento having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Felder, Cody Zeller out there with Washington. And it's Graham in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Goes up the baseline. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots. The Kings shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Poke loose to the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Washington. To the left wing. Here's Washington. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Holmes. Makes it off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Inside, here's Craig, and he slams it one-handed.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Sacramento now. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The Prophet passes to Holmes. Here's Baxter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now Graham. Pass to Zeller. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'll be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done. It becomes very intriguing, instead of an all-star weekend, to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Shot clock at 6. Craig can't get it to go. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And there's the pass to Baxter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Graham. Guarded by Fox. Passes it to Felder. Charlotte again missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The Prophet passes to Holmes. The shot's good. Holmes got 6 here in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A Now around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Craig. And it's Zeller atop the key. When a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time, coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right. All about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can. That's an important factor.
Yes. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Craig buries the long-range jumper.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Here's the Prophet. Out to the right wing. Here's Baxter. They get it back. Holmes can't get it to go in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Felder. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Nice job getting inside for the...
Pass to Hield. Brent, you know, the NBA, not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Sabonis finds Batum. Rozier for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Baines pulls it down.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Felder kicks to Green. The pass to Felder, just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. That one misses, and the Kings going the other way now. Here's the Prophet, on top, Bielitsa. Second shot opportunity, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's off on the first. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Felder surveying the floor. Here's Washington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to the Prophet. Outside Fox. The Prophet passes to Baxter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Prophet.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
To the inside, Soto, the pass to Baxter. Kicks it to Fox. Pass to Soto. Kings moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the Prophet, and it's good from the elbow. The Prophet's got 37.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Graham surveying the floor. Over Fox. The offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Olnich, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.